out from the weekend. Blinding lights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the morning after. Big L's in the studio. We out here at City 2000, enjoying the vibes. Of course, this entire month, this entire week, we've been celebrating women in the 242, and my special guest this morning was Dr. Daria Dorset McKill, who brought a lot of information about oral health. Don't forget, log on tomorrow to the Zoom. It's going to be a free event where you can win things as they discuss your oral health and appreciation of oral health. So make sure you log on, all right? You can find out the Zoom link if you go on their Facebook page at underscore BDA242. Well, I think that's the IG handle, underscore BDA242. But just look for the Bahamas Dental Association. I'm pretty sure you'll find the link if you Google that, they'll you know, the Facebook page or whatever. You'll find all the information you need to find, so you can log on for that. All right. It's a Flex Friday. Oh no, I gotta let Romy say it. I won't take that shine away from him. Right now, though, let's get into our Sideline Sport Report. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to Romy.
Hey, top of the morning, man. Good morning, Big Guy. Good morning, Bahamas. This is Sideline Sports and Entertainment. Bahamas 30 stories from the sideline to the headlines. Here only on 194.9 FM. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this fantabulous Friday. And yeah, Big Guy, you know what it is. We flex on Friday, y'all.
Hey, listen, y'all gotta start logging in so you can watch the videos, man. So make sure you follow Sideline Sports Report so you can see why I find this part of the introduction hilarious, man. He always has some comical action to do with whatever he says. So I do that. But make sure you watch the video. But anyway, let's get back to the report with me.
Hey, actually got some news from the local side. You know what? And tell you what, this is the part that I hate doing anytime. But yeah, let's take care of, I guess, some things in order first. Got to say condolences to the family, friends of Mr. Armbrister. Again, he is or I should say, the last remaining member of the Bahamas who basically led Bahamas in Major League Baseball when it came to the golden era of baseball here in the Bahamas. He was a two-time World Series champion for the Cincinnati Reds. He was a member of the third class of Bahamas National Sports Hall of Fame in 2008. And unfortunately, he passed at age 72 due to complications of diabetes. So again, condolences to the family of Mr. Adam Bristol. Also, on another sad note, I have to say condolences to the IBA, the International Basketball Academy alumni, or I should say participant. One of their coaches, Lavardo, he actually passed away last weekend. He was one of the victims of that boating accident that took place over the weekend. So again, condolences to the family, friends of the IBA Academy basketball fraternity. And again, hopefully, pray God strength for all of them. All right, now on to some more, I guess, lighter notes. Looking forward to some more track and field events getting ready to start or take place here in the Bahamas. The Blue Marlin management, they're actually getting ready to host their, or actually a trio of track and field meets. The first one will be on March 27th. The second one will be scheduled for June 10th, and then later at June 28th. And the June 28th will be the last chance meet, again, giving athletes the opportunity to qualify for the Tokyo Olympic Games. Also talking about track and field, don't forget this weekend, the inaugural Red Line Track and Field Classic. Looking forward to that event. That starts at the Thomas Day National Robinson Stadium tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. sharp. So again, looking forward to seeing that event. Again, over 800 participants scheduled to, the field tomorrow.
But before we leave track and field too, I know we had made mention of it last week. I think it was when Coach Chris Fireman Brown, his team was competing in the GATA Classic. So I want to shout out Chris Brown and his whole team from Clayton State University, as so many of his athletes they actually swept all of the honors for the PBC Athletes of the Week. Every category was won by somebody from his team. So shout out to Coach Chris Brown, man, definitely doing his thing. And big up to the CSU Lakers for definitely representing and showing out, man. Big up to y'all, all right?
Yeah, man. And just like you said, they won 3 of 8 events on the women's side. I'm sorry, they won 3 events while the women took 5 of the 10 events. Again, just like you said, clearing all of the honors, as they will be competing again this weekend at the Panther Invitational, which is hosted by Clark Atlanta University. So again, hey, if you get a chance, watch it and yeah, show some. Hey, let's give some support for Coach Five for Fireman Brown and the team. Now moving on to some international sports. Of course, the NCAA tournament, March Madness is going on. They had the first set of games last night. Texas Southern beat Mount St. Mary's 60-52. Drake over Wichita State 53-52, and Appalachian State fell to Norfolk State 53-54. And the late game, or the only other game, was UCLA taking on Michigan State. Tum and the Spartans, they lost that game 80-86. Some scores from the NBA last night, quite a few games. We had the Wizards over the Jazz, 131-122. The Hawks over the Thunder, 160-93. The Knicks over the Magic by 1 point, 94-93, close game there. The Timberwolves over the Suns last night, 123-119. Great game there. From the Timberwolves side, Anthony Edwards, the rookie, 42 points, man, last night. Yeah, looking real good. On the other side, of course, our boy DeAndre Ayton, 14.7 rebounds and assists, and a block in that game. Devin Booker put up 35 points again. It was in a losing effort for the Suns last night. The only other games were the Trailblazers over the Pelicans, 101-93, and the late game was the Hornets and the Lakers, 116-105. The Lakers coming away with that win. Of course, checking on the rookie LaMelo Ball. Not a bad game, man. Pretty good game. Leading score for the Hornets, 26 points last night. And on the Lakers side, of course, LeBron James with 37 points. Dennis Schroeder with 22 points for the Lakers as well. And then some only other news from the NFL. Some more signings yesterday. It looks as though the Dolphins will be picking up Will Fuller from the Texans. I got a couple calls about that yesterday. Some of the Dolphins fans, they're pretty excited about that. So it looks as though. Oh, also Jacoby Brissett from the Colts. They actually bought him for the Dolphins as well. So it looks as though the Dolphins may be trying to ramp up on some offense.
If you really think about what the Dolphins were able to do last season, I mean, making some good moves right now could actually prove it could be a really good season for the Dolphins, man. I must admit, even last year we talked about it, like they were surprisingly good. So with them making some other moves right now, it could actually, it might actually play out good for them. I don't know if they come out of our division, of course. The Patriots making some moves, but I like the fact that they compete. I like the fact that they compete. All right, at least they compete. So shout out to the Dolphin fans out there.
Yeah, and then just one last note. It looks as though Deshaun Watson could have maybe, I don't know, he's going to be in some trouble. There have been 3 lawsuits filed against him for allegedly assaulting women. So, of course, he is saying he's denying it to the end that he has always been appropriate around women. But it looks as though the lawyer has kind of said that he does not want to be a part of the youth. That's the only thing I can gather from it. Somebody's upset that he does not want to be the part of the youth protectors anymore. But we'll see what happens there, man.
It is what it is, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to put a cap on it for Room, the player from the MLA who's representing the Sideline Sports ENT. Also put a cap on it for this 8 o'clock hour. Once we get back, more music and more entertainment will be in the 9 o'clock hour. We get part 2 of your More Morning Mix and our final update from VANN, our Eye in the Sky. So keep it right here. It's More 94. Good morning.